Okay, we are now live. Good morning, everyone in the US. Good evening for those not in the US, aka Tine. I'm Ashley. I'm currently in New Orleans. I was here for the last few days on a business trip with my partners in my other business, Kinship Travel Academy, and we had a
You should
really
bring us. You should bring us French Quarter behind you, not just this hotel room, so we can
I
believe
know.
you that you.
You probably wouldn't be able to hear me if the French Quarter was behind me, though.
That's
um,
all. That's all we want from the French Quarter. It's noisy and crazy.
um, so it was a really grand old time. If you're looking for a place to go, New Orleans is pretty much open again. So it is nice to have a little bit of normalcy and freedom. Um,
I
and
love New Orleans.
yeah, it's awesome, and it's hot. So, but today we're excited because we're going to talk about wellness travel. I know some of you in our group have a specialty in wellness, and for our fam, we are going to do some wellness experiences because it's a really important part of Slovenian tourism.
Something you will probably want now to have some Slovenian
I would
wellness.
love some wellness right now. um, yeah, I need a detox and a massage. No. But yeah, so I didn't let you talk, Tina. Please, I'm sorry. Introduce yourself.
No. I mean, I think we know each other already,
Yeah.
and we, all of our viewers and listeners and everything. Yeah, we were quite happy last week, weren't we, to have our first guest, Matej, from Luxury Slovenia, and it was good to hear some other Slovenians, so you guys can see the other Slovenians too, not just me. It's not just one Slovenian. But yeah, Matej talked a lot about the luxury aspect of Slovenia, which I was really pleased to hear from him, and I think he made a good introduction. We will bring more guests in the future. So I think next one probably next week. We will probably bring somebody from the wine background, somebody who knows the wine and food in Slovenia very well. And I'll let you to announce during the week who this is, so we won't talk about this today. But yeah, to start with, yeah, like always we say, check for the latest updates on travel to Europe from the US. But I think lately there were some good announcements in the media, especially for the US travelers coming to Europe. So quite a few European countries have opened borders for the US travelers. So I think also the also US government downgraded the alert level of Europe from level 4 to level 3 in majority of countries, some of them even to level 2, which basically means that first time after pretty much March 2020, you guys can now travel to Europe for the tourism purposes. I really hope that this will be soon done vice versa, because I would love to come to see you guys in the States as well in the summer. But I think that they are debating now to open these corridors, especially between UK and European Union and the US. In terms of this part of the world, I know Mexico and Caribbean will be the same. So you guys should check what's the latest and everything. But I mean, we are moving towards the right direction. What we all expect will happen. So let's just stay positive in our minds, not in our COVID sense. And I'm sure we will be all in Slovenia in September and all happy to be there. But yeah, let's move to today's topic. So wellness and spa and everything.
Do you want me to share the site? Would that
I
help?
can do it if I have
Yep.
share.
Are you able to?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Great.
Here you go. Yeah. Can you see this?
Yep.
So as everything else, you probably noticed so far that Slovenia.info, so Slovenian Tourism Board they have done very good websiting. So their websites are very good in terms of covering all sort of aspects of what Slovenia has to offer. And so it goes also for the spa and health resorts. So basically just Google spa and health resorts in Slovenia and you get to this website, or go to slovenia.info. And one of the things to do is also spas and health resorts in Slovenia. Slovenia is very known for its quality of health resorts and spa resorts and wellness. It also goes down to the quality of water that Slovenia has. A lot of mineral waters, a lot of mineral spas and springs. So pretty much all the main spa and health resorts in Slovenia are natural spa resorts, which mean that they have their own source of quality healing water. I don't know if you can see this tiny map here in the corner of Slovenia, but you see majority of these spa resorts are actually based in the eastern or northeastern part of the country. There's only one spa resort at the coast of Slovenia in Portorož. Everything else is pretty much around Maribor and more towards Prekmurje region and up there here. And you have some really, really quality results. Everything from thermal water parks for families to health resorts for medical treatments and medical wellness programs, and of course pampering and treatments, which is something that's probably the most interesting to everybody, especially I guess guests from the US. I think it's very good to combine if you go to Slovenia and you visit a lot of other stuff, you do some outdoorsy stuff, you do some activity stuff, and then combine it with a visit of one of the spas wherever you are. There are many ways of how to do it. I mean, for me, one of the most popular one is one of the best one is actually this one that you can see on this picture. This is in the coastline. It's in Portorož, when it's basically inside the salt pans, and you have a spa resort there, and everything is based on the salt. So, or either massage with salts or healing with salt and everything. So it's really, really good. So I mean, basically all sort of spa treatments that you know of and are found around the world can be found here. Also, all from Ayurveda stuff to Finnish or Turkish saunas, then all sort of massage stuff. So this is all pretty much present in Slovenian spa resorts. Here you have a couple of the names. I mean, I suggest that you guys just go on this website and maybe Google these places, because this is the main spa resorts you have here in Slovenia. So, for example, Terme Olimia is the most famous one and probably the most sophisticated one. Portorož is the one on the coast. Laško is super popular as well. I mean, you see that there are plenty of them, and most of them are on this website that I told you. There is also an association called the Slovenia Spas, where Slovenian natural spa resorts are in this association, and we will probably when we do a fun trip to Slovenia, we'll probably include one of the health resorts either on the beginning or on the end of our visit, so we can have a bit of a time off and explore this part of Slovenia, which I think is very, very important as well.
Uh-oh, it looks like Tine dropped. So while we're waiting for him to come back on, I would just say that I can't express enough how exceptional the spa, the thermal experiences are in Slovenia. Like Terme Olimia, I've been there, and you can't just say like it's a geothermal spa. It's like seriously, it's like a water park for grown-ups on steroids. There's so many different pools, so many different types of water treatments. There's saunas, steamers. It's just a huge facility. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. And it's simply because wellness and being active is an important way of life for Slovenians. And they're taking advantage of the rich geothermal features that are there in Slovenia. And I've been to a few already, Termealimia. I believe that picture, I guess I could share it again.
Hello, sorry, I dropped for some reason.
That's okay. I just kind of continued on and talked about how, from my experience, it's not enough to say like, these are geothermal spas. It's like there's nothing like this in the US in terms of like the water treatments that are available in a place like Termealimia. Like I remember a hotel in, I think it was Portorož, and I don't remember if it was Kempinski or one next to it, but they've got like 3 levels of like floor levels of different types of spa treatments. One is the Ayurvedic.
Yeah.
One is, like
this is the life class.
That's okay. Yeah. Thank you. Just it's like, they say everything's like bigger and better in Texas. Well, I feel like spa and wellness is like bigger and better in Slovenia. So I just can't like emphasize it enough, how just exceptional that experience is.
It's very European, isn't it? The spa, Central European. You would have this in some other parts as well, like for example Hungary. But in Slovenia, they really took it to the level of this proper pampering and wellness experience, and it's really good, and especially because it's all connected with the quality of the healing waters and the very good food that we talked about in the nature. So it can really sort of detox and enjoy the wellness there. Sorry about the noise, it's London sounds.
You're going to arrest you, Tine.
Yes, it's I'm very close to a hospital here, so that's why it's always.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to add on that topic, or should we go into our word for today?
I mean, this topic can be as any other topic discussed in many details. I would suggest that people just go to this website that we showed, and there's a lot of information there. But of course, if you have any particular questions on the wellness in Slovenia, wellness system in Slovenia, and wellness program and the spa resorts, we will be very happy to give you more information, or just follow the website we gave to you. But yeah, I'm all ears, Ashley. Which word did you prepare for us today?
Well, I prepared, let me share my screen as always so that you can see what it looks like. It's a word that you will also want to frequently remember and use while you're in Slovenia. The word means please, or I guess in this case, pardon, and it's prosim.
Prosim, very good, yes. Prosim is very common word, very commonly used in Slovenia, as it's hvala for thank you. You always, when somebody says hvala, so you reply prosim, like thank you, you're welcome. So prosim can be also you're welcome, can be please. Yes, it's those two usage mostly, and you will hear it all the time. So it's very important one to learn. I think if you learn prosim and hvala and ja and all these couple that we learned last time and last couple of weeks, I think you will do very good in Slovenia.
Nice. I didn't know that also means welcome, or you're welcome.
Yeah. When somebody says thank you, so hvala, you say prosim, which means you're welcome. It's the same in Slovenia. So
that makes it easier. You only have to learn one word for a couple different uses.
So next time you would be looking for you're welcome, and you would come to prosim again.
Yeah. So Tina, do we want to tell people briefly about who's going to be joining us next week, or do we want to?
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I can. I already mentioned before, it will be somebody from the wine background. It will be most likely my good friend and a very big expert on the wine called Matej again. So funny, we have Matej before and we have Matej now. But Matej Laurencic, he's from my area from Vipava Valley, and he's a wine connoisseur. He owns a small winery, sort of like delicatessen winery, which is based in an old Roman tower. So it's tower that was used for as a fortress in Roman times, and now it's a tiny, small vinoteca. It has a lot of local wines, and it's definitely something that's worth to stop if we go there, because it has this. It really has a cool vibe and good selection of wines. And then yeah, Matej will talk slightly from his perspective of like what he can offer next week, but also he will quickly give us tour, e-tour through Slovenian wines.
Perfect. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I wish I could taste the wine. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this week, and I hope that you tune in next week for that, because that's going to be a really special treat. And as always, let us know if you have any questions in the comment section. And if you want any specific topics covered, please let us know. We do have a poll in this group where you can select any number of the topics that you want to be covered, and we'll move it up in the priority list. But also, if there's something that you don't see there, feel free to just let us know, and we will make sure to talk about it. So,
and we really look forward to every week we are closer to meeting all of you and coming to Slovenia and do the fun trip. So yeah.
Hey.
Okay, everyone.